Okay, to solve this equation that contains fractions, what I need to do is to make this term 2x with denominator 2. Okay, the first thing you need to remember that this term 2x really have a denominator. The denominator here is 1. So right now this term has different denominator than the others. So I need to find the common denominator. If you count by 2 and you count by 1, the first number in common is 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this fraction 2x over 1 with denominator 2. Okay, see, this here, that is the numerator is empty, okay, is going to be the same thing as 2x over 1 once I figure out who do I multiply 1 to get 2. Okay, so who do I multiply this 1 to get 2? Well, you're going to multiply by 2. Okay, so if you multiply that by 2, then you need to also multiply the numerator by 2. Okay, and when you multiply 2x by 2, you're going to get 4x. Now that you have, in fact, let me take away this x and put it on the side here. Now that you have all the all the terms with denominator 2, you're ready to do the next step, which is let's go to the left side of the equal sign. Let's combine like terms. Okay, since I have the same denominator and these terms have the variable x in common, these terms are alike. So let's add. What is 7/2 x plus 1/2 x? Just add the numerators. And we're going to have 8 over 2x. That's the left side. On the right side of the equation, 4/2 x and 9/2 x, they are like terms because they have the variable x in common. So what is 4/2 x plus 9/2 x? Just add the numerators and keep the same denominator. So 4 plus 9 is 13. Keep the denominator 2, so we have 13/2 x. And I didn't use the 25 over 2, so I just write it right after. Okay, so I simplify on each side of the equation. Now remember, the goal is to have variables on the left side of the equation, okay, and constants, numbers, only on the right side of the equation. So in other words, I need to get rid of this 13/2 x on the right side of the equation. And because it's adding to the 25 over 2, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the inverse operation. I'm going to undo adding 13 over 2 by subtracting 13 over 2x. Whatever I do on one side of the equation, I need to do it in the opposite side of the equation. Okay, and now simplify each side of the equation. Let's simplify the left side. So what is 8/2 x minus 13/2 x? So what is 8 minus 13? That's going to be negative 5 over 2x equal. And then on the right side, the 13/2 x and the minus 13/2 x cancels out. So that leaves you with 25 over 2. Now the next step is I need to get rid of the negative 5/2. Because I want to leave the letter x by itself. Now negative 5/2 is multiplying by x. Every time you have a fraction that is multiplying the variable and you want to get rid of that fraction, you need to multiply by the reciprocal of that fraction. Okay, and the reciprocal of this fraction is negative 2 over 5. And whatever you do on one side of the equation, you need to do it in the opposite side of the equation. Okay, now when you multiply negative 2/5 times negative 5/2, okay, that's equal to 1. So you're going to have 1x, but 1x is the same thing as just x. And then when you multiply 25 over 2 times negative 2 over 5, you're going to have negative 50 over 10. And this fraction can be simplified. Okay, so negative 50 over 10 is the same thing as negative 5. And this is how you solve this equation with fractions. I hope this helps.